Hey, what's going on, y'all? Stone Chef 710 coming at you live for episode 9 of Conversation Corner. Now, today, I've been doing some thoughts. I've been, and rather than do an episode every day, I think I'm going to do an episode every other day and do plenty of research on the subjects that I'd like to talk about. That way, I can, provide some facts as well as some opinions. So today, excuse me, we are going to be discussing a few different things. We're going to talk about the swastika. We're going to talk a little bit about Element 115. We are going to discuss a little bit about Area 51 and S4. And in the midst, we're definitely going to be dabbing. I have not had any dabs today. Woke up, went to the gym. Obviously, you got to keep yourself in shape. You got to take care of yourself. Good physique doesn't come from sitting on the couch, that's for sure. So, here we go. Let's get started, folks. Oh, another thing. Well, these are the main things we're going to talk about. There's going to be a couple of other things I'm also going to talk about, but we'll get to those a little bit later. Now, first, let's talk about the swastika. Okay? Now, this is something that has been used for thousands of years, literally. The only issue is that people seem to only remember the negative connotations that come with it simply because of Adolf Hitler. Now, the swastika has always been a symbol for good luck. It's basically a form of protection across lots and lots of different peoples, cultures, and countries. Now, yes, Adolf Hitler completely fucked up the world's view because he put the symbol of good luck, an ancient symbol of good luck, and made that his symbol. Now, granted, there is the SS, but the swastika is truly the main symbol that has been completely fucked up and fucked with, and the meaning has been now people think if you wear a swastika that you're a white supremacist or that you support Adolf Hitler and what he did. And that's not true. It's absolutely not true. People need to do a little bit more research and get an education. I know Ron White once said, you can't fix stupid, but that's not true. You can fix stupid with just a little bit of intelligence, research, and effort. Now, I'm just going to name a few of the countries and peoples who have used the swastika, okay? And I absolutely invite anybody watching this to do a little bit of research, and you'll find what I'm saying is absolutely fucking true, okay? So, just a short list. You've got Poland, you got the Navajo, Tibet, Peru, the Hittites, the Hopewells, the Thracians, Anglo-Saxons, Korea, Iran, Italy, Armenia, Aztecs, Ethiopia, Japan, the Anasazi, the Basque, Israel, all these countries. All for a sign of good luck. It's also a sign of the life force, which is also known as Orgon or Vril, V-R-I-L, and Orgone, O-R-G-O-N-E. Now, basically, Vril is the basic building block of all organic and inorganic matter. And what's really interesting is the word orgon is associated also with sexuality, and the term itself shares a root with the word orgasm. Now, there's a book that I would suggest you go take a look at. If you can, buy it, read it. You'll be amazed. It's called The Occult Secrets of Vril, and it's by Robert Sepper. Sepper is Sepper. Robert Sepper. He's an anthropologist, an author, a director. He's somebody that has spent his life researching a specific range of topics. And Vril is one thing that he's become pretty known for. Each country has their own sign of a multitude of things. We all have our own sign for love. We all have our own sign for marriage. Some countries wear rings on the ring finger. Some countries and cultures wear a necklace. Some countries and cultures wear a beard. And all these things symbolize status and let the rest of the world know where you are. And again, we all have cultures in our countries that live and abide by this. So look out into the world. Again, do some research and find something interesting. Whether it's about the place you live, or the place you're from, or maybe a place maybe a place that you're going to visit, maybe a place that you've never visited and have no plans to visit. Do a little research, expand your mind. It's only going to make you smarter, and it's only going to, well, for most people like me anyways, it causes me, when I learn about something new, to delve further into it, because something is going to be interesting. And if you research that interesting thing a little bit further, you're going to get more information. And you're going to start going down a rabbit hole And and if you start going down a rabbit hole with learning something, it's only going to get better. And then you're going to have something new and interesting to talk about. You're going to find new and interesting people that you can relate to. And who knows? You might just pick up a subject that could impress somebody that you're trying to become romantically involved with. You never know. You absolutely never know what can become of these things. So please, do your part. Don't sit there like a bump on a log or a dick on a dog. Hold on. You are incorrigible. Okay. Up. Up. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. That felt good. Now, let's talk for a minute about Area 51. Now, I believe it was back in 1948 when Roswell happened. That was kind of the first that anybody really heard of Area 51. Now, what's funny is everybody thinks that Area 51 is the place where that smells amazing. Everybody thinks that's where they took the bodies from Roswell that they recovered. The only reason that anything was taken there is because it was the closest base to Roswell. And they had to get it there so they could properly transport it to a base in Ohio, I believe. Then, of course, you have an area just outside of Area 51 in Lincoln County, Nevada, called S4. Now, S4 is right next to Papoose Lake. And Papoose Lake is where a lot of tests were done during the 40s, 50s, and 60s. If I'm not mistaken, it's where they tested the H-bomb. They were doing all sorts of radiation tests, and they would set off bombs, and then they would send the troops in as practice. You know, hey, we're going to set this bomb off, and then we're going to send you right in there while everybody's all disoriented, and then we'll be able to win the war. That's not the way it worked, because every single person that they sent in to the front line after they set off that bomb or those bombs or had those tests died from radiation exposure and cancer. It's a really bad thing. You really need to do a little bit of research. You will be surprised at the lack of aliens at Area 51 or S4, but you will get lots of information about the types of tests. Look at Bob Lazar. You know, he's a guy that knows a lot. He worked at S4. He worked at Area 51. He actually has a history related to the situation. So check that out. Bob Lazar is also a man who knows about ununpentium. Now, for those of you who don't know what ununpentium is, it is element 115. Now, what it is an unstable isotope. And I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to give you the wrong information. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. So until I do a little bit more research, I just want to invite you to go get a little bit of information. Check it out. See what you think. See if things are as interesting as I think they are. And then come back and let me know what you think. Because I'm definitely going to come back to this. This is something that's important. Because it's ununpentium is something that, if I'm not mistaken, was just discovered within the last 10 years. And you have unpentium and you have ununpentium. Because they didn't know what the fuck else to call ununpentium. So do research, check out the periodic table of elements, and see where it takes you. If you can find a little bit of information that maybe I wasn't able to find, watch a few videos. Check out Bob Lazar, Lazar. Check him out. Read the book Occult Secrets of Vil by Robert Sepper, Sepehr. There's literally tens of thousands of books out there about everything I just talked about. And some of them are bullshit. Some of them aren't. Some people have a credible history with this subject. Some don't. But I invite you to use your own brain and make a decision for yourself based upon the information that you find. You never know what might happen. And now we're going to take a step to the side. Because one of my heroes, has officially been accused by 4 different women of sexual misconduct. Now, I haven't read all 4 of their statements, so I don't know what. Well, I know what 2 of the stories are. I don't know what the other 2 are, but one woman accused him of drugging and raping her in 1984. Now, I can understand I can understand the emotions that somebody feels after being raped. I can actually relate to them. So, I don't know. I just can't believe that somebody who's so mild-mannered, and I mean, granted, there was Bill Cosby. He was mild-mannered. And he had what, like 43 different women accuse him of sex. But he was fucking everybody. Like he was, wow. And then another woman that has accused Neil deGrasse Tyson, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, of sexual misconduct was during they were in a public place, and I guess this woman had a tattoo of like the solar system, or maybe it was of like a nebula, or I don't know exactly what it was a tattoo of, but I know it was a tattoo of something in the cosmos, because she was telling him about it. And I guess he moved a part of her dress. I don't know where, but he moved a part of her dress so that he could see the tattoo better. Which, I mean, unless it was on her ass or around her nipple or right at the crack of her snatch, I don't see how that would be construed as sexual misconduct. I mean, and it's not like the woman at the time was like, "Oh my God, don't, you're touching me." It wasn't anything like that. And again, this was some years ago. So I don't know. I mean, I've been accused of sexual misconduct, and I've been the victim of sexually sexual predators, um, more than one. So I do know a little bit about being in that situation, and it's I think it's preposterous. I think that the truth is going to come to light, and um, just like the TV show Cosmos, their credo is go wherever the evidence leads you. So that's what they're doing with this. I don't know what evidence they're going to find or have available other than these four women recounting these stories. I certainly don't know how it would be able to be proved that in 1984 he was the person who drugged this woman, if this woman even was drugged. Again, this is something I don't know. But it's a sad day for Neil deGrasse Tyson. Sad day. Let's see what else is in the news. I just want to check my Google News. Oh, huh. This one really just made me laugh really fucking hard. Okay, so there's a what's the word they used? Uh, Hold on, I want to use the right terminology. Okay, I don't know. who said it, but somebody said that most likely what Trump is going to end up doing is resigning as president with 10 minutes left in his presidency so that Mike Pence can give him a pardon. I don't. I mean, it's one of the few times that I'm actually speechless. It just, that has never happened before. And I'm not even sure if that would be legal for him to resign with that little bit of time left. Like, I don't even know if that would be legal. But that might be something that we're going to have to come across, and it might be something that we witness as a nation, which just goes to show exactly how bad of a president he is, because he knows he needs a pardon. Other presidents just get out and take the licks, you know? But he knows he fucked up. But a pardon could pardon him of any and all past and present laws. And we have to, if that happens, we have to be willing to stand up to the government and say that would never happen for any of us people, anybody that's not the leader of the country. And the leader of the country is not above the law. Understand that. The president of our country, our leaders, our leaders, our senators, our governors, our mayors, our judges are not above the law. This is a country of the people, by the people, and for the people. The fact that the people are not being helped because he's busy helping his fucking cronies, all the elites, in my opinion, that's reason enough for the American people to stand up and say, I've had enough. I'm not going to put up with this. This is bullshit. I mean, there's more of us than there are them. So if we all stand up together and unite as one, then there's no reason why the American people, as a majority, can't get what we want. Take a look at France. They aren't getting what they want. They aren't being treated right. So they did something about it. And they stood up as one and are fighting the government. And it's at a point where the government, well, Macron, is actually starting to pay attention. People can't make a living wage. And if you can't make a living wage, then that means there's no middle class. And if there's no middle class, and your economy is fucked. So please, do a little research. Look into what's really going on in the world. Not the fucking Oscars, not the awards, not celebrities, not who's Justin Bieber fucking this week, not who's got beef in the rap game, not even what the fuck's going on with 6ix9ine. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference in our lives. However, the way that the country behaves, the way that the president behaves, the way that the government behaves, all matters. If you don't stand up now, you'll never get the chance. Well, that is, I think that's about all I got for today. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for watching. Let me know some of your thoughts in the video. If you like the video, give me that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you want to hear more, subscribe. Hit that bell for ring notifications. And you'll always have something new to watch. Maybe laugh with. Maybe get upset with. Maybe worry with. But we're full of emotions. Until next time, as always, keep your head up. Stay stoned, people. Peace.